A warm welcome. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You are live on my YouTube channel. It's Monday, the 8th of September. It will be in a few minutes. Oman versus India in the CAFA Nations Cup third place playoff. And yeah, we will hope that India can pull off something and maybe get a result on this day. But of course, a lot of questions remain about Khalid Jamil and how he has sort of picked his squad in the last few days and weeks, and and yeah, it will be interesting to see because he's made some changes to the lineup, and it will be interesting to see how this team really then performs and plays today. Um, because to me, that's going to be one of those questions um, that I have at this moment in time is how can this team perform um, as one expect and let's quickly go through the lineups of the day because I wanted to see what Khalid is thinking about his lineup. 1 second, let me quickly pick out the lineup today. Yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see how we approach this game, because I was very, very disappointed with the performance the other night against, or the other afternoon against Afghanistan. That was nothing in my opinion, and for me, that just wasn't cutting it, wasn't good enough in my opinion. I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought that was just not good enough from our side. There was no attacking intent, even against Afghanistan. Wait and watch. And I thought Afghanistan is one of those opponents where we could have, tried out something, learned something, and moved something forward. Because Afghanistan is the kind of opponent that I feel that would have given us something to try out something. And hi Anurag, welcome back. I'm doing good. Good to see you. And therefore, for me, that was not there, and therefore, yeah, Oman is a different beast. But here we have the lineup for the day, and we can quickly go through it. Gurpreet today, not only goalkeeper but also captain, and you've got Rahul Beke, Anwar Ali at the back of defense. Valpuya and Mohamed Owais, right back and left back. We will today have Nikhil Prabhu and Danish Farooq as our defensive players, and that's going to be interesting with Changte, Vikram, and Mahesh as our attacking trio. Interesting to see who will be. Will it be Mahesh in the middle, Changte on the right, Vikram on the left, or will they interswitch and Irfan Yadwad in the middle up front? So therefore, and yeah, that's it. And let's wait and see what we can do in this encounter, in this game. Really looking forward to that, and therefore, so therefore, let's wait. As I say, once more, what happens, and will be interesting to see what we can do as the match referee is getting ready with kicking off the game, and it'll be interesting, as I say, to see how India approach this game, as we are, at least here for me, it is counting down the clock, and we now have a kickoff. Wanted Roshan to get a chance. Anurag, it seems I still don't know why Roshan has now been the third coach to sort of ignore him. I don't know if there's something in training or something else which isn't right. And yeah, let's wait and see. And Oman playing in red, playing from right to left. India from left to right in their traditional blue. And India starting full blown against Qatar in the highlights video of India under Angry Birds again. To me, I repeat, first foul from Danish Farooq after 37 seconds. To me, it wasn't a goal. It wasn't a foul. Sorry, it wasn't a penalty. I stick with that opinion. If it was the other way around, I would also say that, as I've done in the past. And it's a mistake. All these allegations being thrown out, these conspiracies, whatever. Oh, it just hurts. It's not going to help us, because the Indonesians, you're saying, are going full blown, but the people who count register this. And our standing in Asia at the moment with all that's happening in Indian football is not good. This kind of social media behavior by the Indian football fans honestly doesn't help, or even some people in the eco space and all. But again, this is something which a lot of people do not understand, right? But who's going to say that? The Omanis on the right, sorry, on the left, combine, creating problems, dangerous through ball. The Omanis are in the Indian box, ball into the danger zone, maybe a chance, and Gurpreet Singh Sandhu has the ball. Your thoughts on India defense today? Harsh, I hope that they can withstand the potential pressure that we're going to get. Vikram breaking through on the left, plays it into the middle. Vikram gets the ball back. Vikram in the box, plays it to Yadward and is cleared by the Omanis. Why again Danish Farooq starting? Raj, again, I have raised questions about the national team coach, and this is to me the point which proves it, that Khalid has picked him, will pick him, and that's to me a problem. Yeah, to me, again, also with all due respect, Manuel Marquez doesn't work, right? That's the same problem. You have to know who is capable of playing for the national team. Referee stopped play. I don't know what has happened. As they show the replay of that potential chance. Oman is trying to combine their way into the danger zone of the box. Now was the penalty given because Kamber his arm out? Roshan, I would certainly think so. I mean, that would be my logic. Arm out on the shoulder, you know. And I said it at halftime. I don't know how many people watched with me the live the other night, the other day. Roshan, I'm talking. But we has to learn to how not to use his arms. He had, I think, 3 times the elbow out, twice the arm on someone's shoulder and all. And yeah, and this is foul Danish Farooq once more, 4th minute. He's got one last chance, and next time he's going to get a card, I'm sure. So therefore, yeah, could be logic. Again, I also say, as always with these kind of things, is what's the angle of the ref? What does he see? Does he see the arm on the shoulder, and then you see the man go down? Again, there's a lot of reasons for it, but the conspiracies, I know, again, we have to blame ourselves. I say, and this is a no shot for me, as the Omanis are trying to combine, lose the ball, luckily, goal kick for India. Naushad Musa needed to sub him off. In my opinion, he needed to sub him off, and he didn't risk that thing of subbing him off. If I have Shahif in the back of my hand, why did I not take him off? That I think that is another question that needs to be asked. You know, as good as Naushad Musa has done with the boys, but this is a question I think that needs to be asked at some stage. Danish over Roshan makes no sense. Raj, Danish and Roshan don't play in the same position, so why are you? I would rather say Mohammed Uwais over Roshan would be my question to you, right? But again, who's going to ask that question? As Oman try not only but achieve to clear of the line. Throw in India. Rate the squad on something feels missing. Aditya, if I'm looking at the squad, there are some players who I wouldn't have called. Again, Danish Farooq I've discussed a lot. Right. Valpuya can't stop the Omani attacker. Oman combining nicely. Luckily, the ball goes out. Something missing, yeah. The Mohun players are not there, so it doesn't give you the alternatives that you have. And of course, we need to discuss Sunil Chhetri up front, right? Again, without Sunil, there has been no penetration whatsoever per se from the strikers in 3 matches plus so far. I think that's a conversation worth having. And if I like it, you like it, we like it. That's the reality of things, right? So therefore, for me, difficult so far, but yeah. So therefore, for me, let's wait and see what can be found or not. But for me, yeah, that's going to be a big question. Hi Kumar, welcome back. As Oman try and combine their way up on that right wing, play back to their centre backs. As they try, and you see directly they're trying to play football, trying to combine their way forward. Nicely done, and we're luckily there to clear. Throw in Oman. Nasser Al-Rawahi, of course, was a menace against FC Goa a few weeks ago, number 28. Could be a problem. Some players of Al-Sib in this team, in this squad. And the keeper, Al-Mukhaini. Defenders are being put under pressure, but clears the ball nicely. Oh, there's a slip. Changte. Nice turn by Lalinzwala. Changte beats two men. Plays it on to Mahesh. Terrible pass from Mahesh. Mahesh has been one of my disappointments in this. Yeah. So far. As Oman once more have the ball. As expected, Oman more with the ball, off the ball. India has to do more of the defending. And when we get the breakthroughs, Vikram challenging, but again, the Omanis clearly playing the ball amongst their lines. And that this should be a throw in, no? Ball stays in. Oops. Oman play a very long ball forward. Uwais clears it. Back with the Omanis. Uwais clears it. Vikram trying to be acrobatic, of no use. Back with the Omanis and earn a throw in. The Hisor Central Stadium in Tajikistan, the third place match. Oman versus India. Long ball forward should go out, or Rahul Beke, yeah, allows the ball to go out. 9 minutes played. Sort of a half chance for Oman so far. Nothing much to talk about in this encounter at this stage. And Gurpreet Sandhu with a long goal kick, looking for Irfan Yadwad, cleared by the Omanis without a problem. Danish Farooq. As we see Carlos Quiroz standing over there. Cleared by Al-Rushaidi. Tani Al-Rushaidi. Irfan Yadwad wins a free kick for India. Manis are not happy about it. Chante to take it. Valenzuela Chante to curl one into the box. We're in the 11th minute. Al-Mukhaini, the keeper, in awaiting the ball. Good cross in, cleared by the keeper. And he's buried Anwar Ali under him. Anuradha, what's your take on Irfan Yalwat? Kumar, one of our best options amongst the players who are available as strikers at the moment, if I'm honest to you, but has to grow. I think you sometimes see that rawness. He's grown a lot in the last 2 years. Think about it, 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, he was an I-League 2 player, and he's now leading the lines for India. So it's, again, from the Goa Pro League via I-League 2 to ISL and now to the Indian team wearing the number 10 shirt. I think that's a long, long path, and I think the development for Irfan Yalwat is by far not finished or over. So therefore, that's something that we need to always sort of, I feel, keep in mind when we talk about him. Back with the keeper. Clears his line. A little risky, but the Omanis have the ball. He's good with the ball. Long ball forward. I don't think the attacker will get to it. A lot of pace on that ball. Nasser Al-Rawahi. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu going to take a goal kick. As it's still goalless after a little over 13 minutes. Gurpreet is taking a long goal kick. Looking for Irfan. Irfan heads it on, but the Omanis clear high. Right, not well cleared by the Indians. And Ali Al-Busaidi, the captain. As well as Isam Al-Sabhi. Yeah, Isam Al-Sabhi offside. Not Isam Al-Sabhi, sorry. Al-Busaidi. Do you think he improves leaps and bounds from here next 2 more years? He means Kumar, he's improved massively over the last 3-4 years to be where he is today. Leaps and bounds, I don't think so. I think there is a ceiling of development. But again, that's the question. How much can he develop more? Does the coach trust him to play? Throw in one by Vikram. And that will give Mohammad Uwais the chance for a long, long throw in for India. Then now Punjab FC centre back, defensive player, left back. The throw in. Could be danger. Anwar, good header. And I think the referee is given a foul. Oh, what happened there? Let's see. Seems to be Anwar. Good header. Good save by the keeper. And very, very high foot from Nikhil Prabhu against the head. Good chance there for India. Set pieces. And Carlos Queiroz not at all happy. Good save from Ibrahim Saleh Al-Mukhaini. While Mahmoud Al-Mushaifri was getting some treatment. Free kick for Oman. Al-Moshai being asked by the referee to go off. Yeah, they've received treatment. As Oman start the build up from the back. Right forward. Oops, slip there from Al-Sabi. Danishwar clears it for a throw in at the other end for Oman. Vikram might intervene. Yes, Vikram gets to the ball first. Has to play it back to Mohammad Uwais, and all Omanis are back in their own half. Valpuya plays it to Changte. Danish Farouk. And India throw in. Valpuya to take it. Cleared by the Omanis. And they try and combine. Danishwar nearly putting the ways under pressure. Vikram, he's not going to get to it. Scrappy game so far. 18 minutes plus. Oman got a throw in. Oman try and combine on the right flank. Get as far as their wingers. They're still on the right. Played forward. Gonna get out. Offside. As Al-Busaidi is down. Let's see that again. Does he keep it in? No, clearly out. And ooh. Luckily the ball gone out. Otherwise, Rahul Beke. There was contact. Opposing Sandhu on the 20th minute mark. Captain for the day. Oh. Ball kick to be retaken. Danish Farouk loses the ball too easily. And that's a lovely forward pass. Al-Busaidi squares it. Important clearance there from Mohammad Uwais. Irfan Yadwad. Mahesh keeps the ball, plays it to Vikram. Vikram plays it into the back of the heels of Irfan Yadwad. Terrible pass. They're trying. I will not say anything else, but sometimes it's not good enough. Throw in Oman. Vikram wins it, loses it, wins it. The Oman is played out. I said a very scrappy game so far by both the teams. Mohamed Owais to try one of his long throw-ins once again. One of the likely outcomes of a goal. Good into the danger zone. Rahul Beke. Oh, the keeper is out. And seems to be a foul given. What are we doing in the field? Gurpreet just kicked far and we lost the control. I'm not able to understand tactics here, but understanding Khalid has very less options. So that this is Khalid football 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, latest version, whatever you want to say. This is sadly the way it is, right? So yeah. And you're going to get your chances either from corners or from these long throw-ins. Everything else looks very, very unlikely at this moment, as it's still goalless between Oman and India in this CAFA Nations Cup third place playoff. Very scrappy from both sides. No control of the ball. Punting here, punting there. Oman trying to play at least once in a while. And that surely was a foul. Vikram. To wait and see how this evolves and develops. Once more. Ooh, an over-eager Vikram steps on his foot. Yeah. As Omani's Al-Busaidi dropping back. Carrying the ball too long. Asab Sabi. That's a through ball. Has to be cleared by Anwar. That's a lovely opportunity. Deflected. Chante. Valpuya has to clear it. Back with the Omanis. One of the few occasions in this tournament where the Indian defense was unsure, unclear what to do, what is happening around them. Oman trying to combine. Blocked by Nikhil Prabhu. Ball too far forward. They're finding out but can't get to it. Al-Khamisi. Back to Al-Rushaidi. Back to his keeper, Mukhaini. Doesn't take any chances. Plays it long. Rahul Beke. Anwar plays it forwards. Oman trying to play forward. Chante trying to dispossess. Chante wins the ball. Well done by Lalminzola. Foul on Chante. Against Al-Mushaifri. Alpuya gives it to Anwar. Looking at Mahesh. Mohamed Owais. Back to Anwar. And that's a forward chip, hoping forward chip. No one can get to that one. Thoughts on Naushad Musa tactics is doing well in my opinion. This approach tactics. Pradap, he's been successful, so to say. Only thing what I can say to him would be, Naushad, you should have taken Bambir off at halftime because he was close to a second yellow. Otherwise, yeah, he's trying to play football, trying to chance. Gurpreet doesn't come out. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu beaten, and the ball just goes wide. Gurpreet doesn't come out of his line. And there we see one of the weaknesses that Gurpreet Singh Sandhu has. Ball forward. Both Uwais and Rahul Beke are doing something. Chance for Nasser Al-Rawahi. Game going like Sunday Fantasy League. Game boring, says Siddharth. Yeah, there's nothing in it so far. Minimal chances. One play back to their keeper. And now they're also punting the ball forward. This is hopeful football from both sides. And foul given for Oman. This is, yeah, nearly 28 minutes of football. Should we call that 28 minutes of football? I don't know. This has not been good by both sides so far. One is, can they keep it in? No, they can't. The weird one to me is why is the game the way it is, right? Sometimes that's a question which I have for myself, like why are matches the way they are? But this is very, very poor from both sides so far. Nothing in there where you can say, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that. And India is just, whenever they're trying to play long, hoping Vikram, Irfan, or Chante can get to it on it. As we have the cooling break after nearly 29 minutes of nothing much to speak. I don't know. Let me know what your opinion are. Your opinion is, and then we can talk and discuss this here. So far, nothing much to speak about. Yeah, good header from Anwar Ali on one side, and Oman is once or twice breaking through, one shot blocked, and then Nasser Al-Rawahi beating everyone, so that's the thing. So I don't know just what's the status. Rhythm 0-0, nothing much to speak about on a hot Hisor afternoon. A few people have come to watch this match, observe it. Just get up once. I'll just let me myself walk because this is it's tiring. This kind of football matches are tiring, and we need to do something. We need to figure out what we're going to do because this is at the moment just not good enough what India is playing. Again, Oman not playing much better, but again, you can see that they're tactically a little more aware. I'm sure Carlos Queiroz will not be happy with this performance by his team. Someone of his stature, pedigree, will expect more from a football national team that he is coaching. And someone who's worked at Manchester United, at Real Madrid, Portugal, Qatar. As India is utilizing this break. And that's my continued worry with India at this moment. When will Khalid Jamil come around and have a plan B? It's just holding on to a 0-0. Again, that could have been over a little while back if Rawahi scores that, beats not only Gurpreet but also puts the ball into the back of the net. Then what do we do? What is our tactical stand? How can we change what we are playing? Again, I don't want to go on and on and on this topic, but that's my concern at this moment in time when I see the Indian national team playing. As Gurpreet takes a long goal kick and the ball goes up for a throw-in. This is what I mean when I say Anwar is weak defensively. The last long ball center is nowhere to be found. Yeah, that's the issue. One of the issues. Now this Khalid Jamil hopeful ball, I'm unable to watch after election. Should be sacked. New coach with proper national team coach should be appointed. The new regime is good. Okay. Oman is trying to clear. Yeah. Danish starting over Roshan is quite unexpected in my opinion. Danish is still not ready for national team. Why is Danish Farooq and Roshan Singh being compared? Roshan is a left or right back. Danish Farooq is a defensive midfielder. Why is that? If Roshan comes in, then what? Mohamed Uwais goes out, in my opinion, right? Danish is nowhere near national team level. Yeah, on up. This is it. I mean, I don't know if I've missed something or if something is happening around in and around the national team, but if Danish Farooq playing, with all respect, but no, can't, right? So I don't know. Very difficult to watch him play. Even at the moment, the attacking players are all lacking in confidence. They're just trying to wish and hope that something happens for them, and that's we're this is Vikram slips Rawahi against Mohamed Uwais. Sorry, Al Mushaifri. Abu Saidi, the captain, back with the Omanis. There needs to be something. I don't see that. That's my concern when I see this team at the moment. The Omanis through ball. Good interception by Changte. Important that Changte made the effort to go back. Blocked by his own player. Now Beke. Vikram tries to head it to Uwais. Uwais beaten. The Omanis are in the box. And I think the ball went out. Yeah. It looks... I think the less I get angry and the less I talk about the game, the better it is. Because this is difficult to watch. Gurpreet is going to play the ball long once more. Vikram doesn't beat his marker. And the Omanis are going to pick up speed. Long ball forward. Cleared by Anwar. Under pressure. It's very chaotic in this. Again, India wants a throw in. Uwais. It is very difficult to watch this kind of football. Changte trying at least. Terrible. Some of the stuff that I've seen. There needs to be something happening, which isn't happening. Oman knocking the door. Yeah, very right to that. It's funny that many think Anwar is better than a senior team. There's a huge gap in the intensity. If you see Suhail or Sanan or any other senior team, they will play similar to Danish. Arnab, I couldn't have said it better. I was speaking to someone in the morning, and that's the problem, right? Were we not talking about Parthiv Gogoi is ready for the senior national team? And look at, again, Parthiv is running, doing everything, but is he really an impact striker even for the under-23s? And that's your problem, right? Corner for Oman, not a good one. Goal kick for India. We need to do more. We need to do much, much more. But at the moment, it is, it is the way it is at the moment, I guess. And we need to be more on the field, in the field. Irfan Yadwar doesn't win a free kick. Long ball forward. Anwar needs to clear. Does he? No. Tries to work with his man. Wins it in the end. My concern, I don't have the confidence at the moment in the team in anything. That's I think my problem when I see this team, the squad. Changte on the right for once. Puts a ball in. That's a good ball in. That's a header. Vikram. Now that our players are not seeing adjacent surrounding, just seeing who are in the vision area of our players and pushing the ball. Okay, Kumar. Again, there's a lot you can do in training, or a lot which you can't do in training. These are a lot of these things that we're looking at the moment are things that I would look at and say, this has to be worked on in training and developed in training. But again, Mahesh tries to play for once against Vikram. Ooh, Vikram. That was a nasty one. Yeah. That's the problem with Vikram. Sometimes a little over eager to perform. I show the replay. Yeah, goes into the man. Even if he would have played the ball, he plays the ankle of the opponent as well. And that shows us one of those weaknesses of Vikram Pratap. I like his energy, I like his dedication, but sometimes a little similar to what we saw the other day with Paramveer, right? How do you control your aggression and make it work for you? As the Omanis combine on the left, play forward, lovely through ball. Gurpreet has to come out. Good clearance by the keeper. Otherwise, Al Sabhi would have been there. And Oman able to crack open the Indian defense once in a while. That's not good. As Siddharth said a little while back, Oman knocking the door now. Oman, of course, the comeback kings of this tournament. If I go back, they drew Uzbekistan, injury time comeback against Kyrgyz Republic, 91st, 95th minute goals, and of course also ensured their little chance that they had of maybe getting to the final by winning against Turkmenistan also in the 93rd minute. So they are the masters of scoring late goals in this competition so far. As Oman combine once more. Cross ball. Is he going to keep it? No, he's not. And this is interesting to see. I've been seeing this now with a number of teams. All the matches, under 23s or even here, these Riven sides, technically sound, tactically okay, but a lot of the decision making, square passing, and all of that is not good. So, I don't know. What I was talking about a couple of days back, I think that the quality of football at the moment is really an issue. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu to take a long kick inside the Indian half, 42nd minute. Gurpreet punts it forward. Oman is clear. Try and break. And India does well to win the ball back, but lose it again. Oman is trying to combine. Referee, didn't he give it? Mahesh having a word with the fourth official, who certainly had a word in this foul. Khalid telling is meant to even go further deep. Oh God, please don't. That hurts. Trip on the back of the heel from Mahesh. Come on, continue. Parthiv Gogoi is not resuming both under 23 games. Most of the games are played through wing area now, so Parthiv role is redundant. Okay, Kumar. Ball into the box. And Vapuir as well. Not to allow Nasa Al Rawahi to get to the ball. 43 minutes plus in this match between India and Oman. India need to do more, as I've said. But this is not a good half of football. Throw in Oman. Few seconds left in that first 45. India clear. Oman is clear as well. It seems like Vikram and Chunk, they have switched sides. Vikram, can he keep it in? Ooh, that's a brutal one. Foul against Vikram. Al-Mashaki. Let's see that once again. Vikram, of course, goes into these situations and gets involved. We've seen that at Mumbai City a number of times. Oh, that should be a foul on Irfan Yalvat. First yellow card. Ahed Al-Mashaki, who's not happy because comment Suka quoting on you said, okay, Kumar, I'm not listening. I'm talking to you guys, so I don't know what the commentator is saying or not saying. So I can't comment on that. There's another throw in for Oman. We're in the backline trying to play. Yeah, they're not happy, the Omanis, and they can't be. This was not their best. First 45. Scrappy, as I said number of times that first half. Nobody can be happy with these 45 minutes, I guess. Chante with the ball in. Corner for India just before the break. Yeah, Onap should have taken it. Corner for India. Rahul Beke, Anwar Ali, both of them will be up there. Chante, too short. And that is Irfan Yadwat with the contact. Not a good corner. And then you get these few opportunities and they don't know use them. That is another problem today. As the referee, I guess, will be preparing to blow for halftime. And he's actually done it. Yeah. It's halftime between Oman and India. Goalless in the third place. Playoff match of the CAFA Nations Cup at the Hisor Central Stadium. Not much to speak about in this first 45. 73% ball possessions for Oman. Two attempts by both, one each on target, and yeah. So that is something where it stands at the moment. Irfan Yun, Nicholas Jackson. Let's see, Harsh. Golden chance, but could have been a golden chance. Again, miscued, mistimed. But again, Irfan Yadwalinho Nazanario. Okay. Angry Birds. Yeah, could have been. But again, what's the tactics behind our game once more? Again, and this is the question I think that we as Indian football fans should be talking about, discussing, and for me, there is no tactics behind it. Stand deep, try and get the ball forward, and hopefully someone will be able to do something with the football. And we've had a inter-switch of Chante and Vikram. I don't know how much of an effect that will have, but there's not much to think about, to speak about in this game so far, because it was the way it is, and that's I think for me the most disturbing thing. No tactics, just go as you like, says Angry Birds. And Raj, these are the only chances we get to convert. Yeah, and this is that's the problem, right? Even Oman is confused about what we're trying to do. Yeah, Oman again, not as good as I thought they can be or should be. So therefore also not a good half by them. But I don't need to look at Oman. I can look at us, and that is I think what we need to take care about. And we didn't play well. That's the reality. Zidane says midfield dried up. Yeah, I mean, can someone please explain to me how we have still got Danish Farooq playing for us? I honestly, I cannot understand that. And to me, that's the big thought. Hello, sir. First half thoughts. Blue, terrible game of football from both teams. Right, it's not worthy of a third place playoff encounter. And to me, I don't know what is I don't know. I don't know where we stand in this one, because this is such a weird game. There's one chance at either end most probably will decide it, right? So therefore, I'm not sure where we're going to end with this, but this is this is where we are at this moment in time, and I'm not sure where we're going to end with this game. It's I don't have words to say. Even Oman hasn't played that. As I said, the lineup is so weird again. Yep, Blue. Again, we can have a look at the lineup once again. The starting lineup again. Gurpreet makes sense. The back four, yeah. The problem was that I would have liked Roshan to have been tried instead of Mohammad Uwais for once. Valpuya makes sense on that side. How does Danish Farooq start ahead of Suresh? Would have been my question. Yeah, good to see Changte, Vikram on the wings, Mahesh in the middle, and Irfan Yadwad up front. Irfan, yeah, needs something, but that's not there. Mahesh also, Changte is trying. Changte's had won a few balls. I give him that at least. Vikram is trying too much, as he always does. Yeah, so that's the thing. We need good midfielders at the moment. Defensive-wise, we're good. Zidane, defensive-wise, we look good. But the question is, are we really as good as we think we are? Because Oman hasn't done anything much, right? They've had 3-4 balls where they tried to open us up, and they were able to do that relatively easily. So that would be my concern. So that's where we stand at the moment. So we can say we are the first country in the world that doesn't have a striker. No, Angry Birds. I think there have been other countries in the world who have not had a striker or don't have a striker. But again, yes, we are in this situation. Once again, Apuya presence missing. 100% Raj. Apuya would have been the one thing, but let's see. I expected similar from Minna. Puma is also pathetic. Exactly, Blue. What's up with Vikram trying to do? Has he been in the role of Gullit in this game? Angry Birds. Yeah. It's if you look at the way Vikram has been playing since his youth days, the energy part has always been there. He's been trying, but there are deficiencies which you need to work on, which you need to get out of him, right? And there is sometimes this over eagerness to do something, and then I don't know why every time we play with high ranked team, that team looks horrible. Because Raj, we're not good enough to play a high ranked team, right? We get exposed at that level. Rupi Singh Sandhu save us again. Yes, Zidane, he did. Oman did not expose our defense. Kumar, I thought they did, because they've had 2-3 through passes through the middle, which Rahul, Beke, and Anwar should be, avoiding. So therefore, from that perspective, we've had that situation where the attackers have been able to do something with our game, right? So therefore, I'll be very careful on that front. That's for me very, 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 very crucial. To say that we need to be, we need to be where we are, and at the moment we aren't where we are or want to be, need to be, because we are not playing to the level that we need to play, right? So to me, again, is it going to come under Khalid? I don't know. I don't see that anywhere as a possibility. Could have played Ashik as winger and Changte Vikram as Nani Irfan is doing anything. Yeah, could have been an option. I agree with you that Khalid needs to think about a plan B or a plan C, and I've not seen a plan B or a plan C, if you ask me, at this moment in time, right? So that's a fact. Yeah, that's very, very true. So what's the first half summary? How have we played? I had a class. Red Apple, the less we talk about it, the better. Well, we didn't play, right? So that's my summary. We did not play. We hoped, hope is the thing. Sometimes strikers left, forward, right forward, Cam, these boys reducing stamina. Okay, man, must confuse what are we are trying to do. Yes, I mean, we're talking about Carlos Queiroz, right? I mean, he's managed some of the biggest clubs in the world of football. It's not just someone, some weird random guy trying to do something. And that's to me, that's a very, very, very you know very, very disturbing thing to see, that the way we're playing. And I don't know, it's and to me, to see the way we are doing things is very, 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 very disturbing so far, the way we've played. Oman did not make our defenders scroll on ground from left, right, and center. Okay, Kumar. I'm good, Vikram. Very difficult to watch national team matches now after watching 23 matches. Yeah. Danish needs to go out, and I think Vikram should go on as main forward, says Angry Birds. We need good central midfielder now. Either central midfielder, central defensive midfielder, Cam. Yeah, but Mahesh also has been a disappointment, I have to say, right? I have not liked the way Mahesh has played this tournament, right? I think he can play better, and he's not been able to do that. And that's my, my point would have been to say that. And yeah, it's a reality of things, that we have not been able to do whatever we thought we could. And yeah, we need to be better. India needs to be much better, and that is something which we need to work on, right? So therefore, I don't know. It's at this moment in time, I think the teams are, yeah, we need to focus and do something. But this is, at the moment, is not good enough. So yeah, welcome to the situation of Indian football, I guess, at the moment, where we are the way we are. We could have considered to come out of line, and luckily the ball went out. That one, and of course the shot attempt from Rawahi, which went wide. Irfan, national team, is this our level? Yes. Impressed with Vikram, Valpuri, and Chante today? Yeah, those are the ones, I guess. Rudra, we can talk about Ashik as centre forward. Much better. He can hold the ball at least for some time, unlike Irfan Yadwad. Interesting, Kumar, right? Weren't people shouting that Ashik should not play as a striker after the Hong Kong match? We're not playing, we're existing. We're not even existing. We're not even at the existence level at the moment, right? This is that bad. Thoughts on Mahesh? Raj, he wasn't good against Afghanistan, and he's not good today so far. I was one of the people, I would have said, Changte or Mahesh as a 10. Yeah. To me, yeah, not good enough at the moment. I'm not impressed with Vikram. I think he needs many things to sort out. Blue, if that is your sorting out, we need a lot of players who have a lot of things to sort out, right? So therefore, that is another of those realities of things that we have in Indian football, right? That we need to figure out where do we stand, how do we stand, and what needs to be done, right? So therefore, for me, that's a huge problem at the moment, that we have, and therefore, to me, yeah, that's a huge problem, that we need to build on, right? And therefore, for me, I don't know where how we can build on that. That's my whole worry, concern when I see this at this moment in time, right? At the moment, we don't seem to have options, and that's a huge problem, right? So that's going to be one. Replacement Irfan national team. Irfan Yadwad replacement national team. At the moment in the squad, I don't see anyone, so we'll have to take a false 9, I would say. I don't see a replacement like on like outside. A certain Sunil Chetri needs to be back in the discussion. Rahim Ali most probably comes also back in the discussion. Now, U20 is more watchable, enjoyable, unlike senior team, which is pathetic, horrible to watch. Yeah, it is more watchable, but again, remember what the standard of the under 23s is and the standard of this. The under 23s would lose to the seniors also. Remember that. Carl got Carlos Kirosh quite confused with the scheme play, says Angry Birds. I think Ashik Chankta, the most influential attackers in the squad, and should play from the wings. Another one out of the squad is Sunil. That front is needed. Front three is needed. Yeah, I agree, Blue. Sunil importance. We need talented number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Ziran, we will not beat these players. Uwesro Raj, I would have liked to have seen Roshan. I've said this multiple times. Now the Ashik missed one very good chance, except how many games he played the centre forward. Then if another centre forward played 3 games straight, he missed a lot of chances that he should. Yeah, Kumar. Brandon Thapa, Suresh Apuya should be our midfield core. Maybe Sahal, Namte, Tangri, Prabhu, Vivin, etc. as per need and form, definitely not Danish. Yeah. I would add to the Brandon Thapa, Suresh Apuya, I would add Nikhil Prabhu to it because I've liked what Nikhil has done. This team will not lead us anywhere. We need new crop who can pass properly and more accurately. Zidane, the new crop does not pass properly. This is your biggest problem. If you think the under 23s are going to be better, we go back to the La La Land discussion, right? We are not going to beat better players in the next 10 years because our football is not good enough. You should have played. Yeah, that's Kumar. I think Irfan Yadwat still is the most talented that we have. So that's the thing, right? So we have to play with the ones. And yes, Jitin MS coming in, or got another one of those who are I don't know. That's yeah. And this guy brings his foreign contingent winning matches should be forgotten, says Kumar. Yeah, not only with him but with others as well, right? So that's a generic problem that I think we nowadays have, and yeah, it's gonna be very difficult to sort those things out, and therefore, yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you, and therefore I will have to wait and see what happens as Mahesh comes off and Jitin comes on. Interesting. Jitin coming on from Mahesh. That's not one which I thought would happen. But that's happening. Yeah, you'll have to wait and see what happens over there. But that's the substitution that our coach thinks will sort our defensive problems. Right, and so therefore that's going to be one of those that we have to check and see what happens. Jitin MS coming on. Interesting to see what India do. Oman from left to right. India from right to left. People will say, let's play with national team. They will fail, and people ask for younger players, for other young players. Yeah, younger players. That's the truth. I like Suresh and Apuya combo. Yeah, now midfield now. Says Blue. So we are at second, last number at second best, and it's very tough to go from. What's your thoughts, Vikram? Very difficult. I don't see that happening with the last match day. We needed a draw, which was possible. We could have even beaten Qatar, I think, but we didn't, and now we have to live with that reality. As yeah, Oman make 3 substitutions, so that to me is a sign that Carlos Queiroz is not at all happy. Yeah, very experienced manager, of course, of Oman. Someone who's seen the world, and it will be very interesting to see what happens. At least Mahesh was able to pass. Now what? Mahesh was he passing? Jitin wins the ball. Oman is clear, sorry. Where is Farooq Chaudhuri? At least he had a calm ahead. Manula once tried him against Vietnam. He played beautifully as number 9. Yeah, Vicky Lal, again, he played him once. And even Manula didn't use him thereafter. Hasn't had the best of seasons. And he isn't a number 9, Vicky Lal. He's more of a 10 or even as a winger. So that's your problem. Long throw in for India coming. From Mohammad Uwais. Comes to the danger zone, cleared by the Omanis. Valpuya tries to, I don't know, hit the corner flag or whatever that was. It is very, very tough to Oman combining, trying to play themselves forward. Seems like they rested some of their better players. Directly better placed, dangerous position, cleared. And that will most probably be, will he take a shot? No, it doesn't, luckily. And earn a corner. Too easy for Oman. We simply have to do more, much more from what we're doing at this moment in time. Free kick India, and it's long throw in for India. Motorways in the danger zone, and the keeper has to react. Yep, the long throw-ins are our best weapon in this tournament. Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini with the ball. And it's going to be throw in for India. Just pack your bags, Irfan and Vikram. Aditya, if we're going to go that, there's a lot of players. People saying Khalid hasn't made chances, we can't judge him. Or Raji's got too much. Tatapuva guy by Team India. That Omani goalkeeper certainly impressed me. Now I see how they drew with South Korea, keeping Son and company and Bay. Okay, this Oman side played around for coach must be definitely worried. People are only blaming Irfan as the team is playing well, just for the strikers they're struggling. Blue, this is insane. Just on how we're playing, the less we say, the better. I would say. Youth is passing better. Okay, is it the better pass than I can tell? Okay. Oman combining. Jumping forward. Keep the ball. Oman on the left. Get out to the wings. Ball into the box. Header. That goes wide. That was a good opportunity. Isn't it only cheat code for Indian team to get into box of opposition by long throw? Well, you could see it that way, Kumar, but if we don't have any other weapon, then, let's at least have that weapon for us to try and do something. Because otherwise, I don't see any tactical speciality that India's got. Ball going this way, that way, but no confidence in the gameplay. And again, the players are also feel very, very confused with what has been given to them, tasked to them or at them to play football. And the Omanis can play football. That's the one thing that I can surely say from seeing what I'm seeing. Oman trying to play their way out on that left wing. Dispossessed. Oman play out on the right. Ball into the danger zone. There is no one. Valpoe, but Valpoe has to clear. Doesn't do that. Quickly played. Oman in the danger zone. Could be an attempt at goal. And that's the 1-0. 1-0 Oman. 55th minute. It's their number 10. Jamil Al-Yamadi with the goal for Oman. It was coming. Yeah, it was coming, sadly. And that's the goal for Oman. Valpoe is sleeping. Not quick enough. Ball in the middle. And the substitution seems to have paid off for Carlos Queiroz. 4 substitutions made. That is quite a lot. And now it's 1-0 Oman. Yes, Blue. And this is clearly, if you saw the pace in the starting minutes of the second half, if you saw the way that the Omanis played, looks like there's a serious injury out there. Now the Kalajim needs to defend for full 90 minutes, nothing else. Yeah, Kumar, I've said that. I've said that. It was expected, says Zidane. Poor defending. Yeah, harsh. Stretcher being asked to come on. Just 1 second. I need to take a quick break. India trying to attack. Always with the forward ball. No chance for anyone to get it. Some were saying great defense, but it slept for 1 minute. No, again, we are not a team which will be able to defend for 90 minutes. So that's something for me which is very clear. We won't rise in football without goal scoring ability. Yeah. With this tactics of long ball and defending, will soon be around 200 plus ranked in FIFA rankings, says Siddharth. If we bring Javier Hernandez, Severio Rey, then only we have winning chances. Yeah, not those. We need that's gonna go out. Yeah. We need also Stephen Eze at the back, right? So guys, all of this will not work, and yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to say the least. That if anyone did not see this coming, the way we are playing, again, we are not the best team in the world, doubted, but we are, again, anyone trying to explain to me and say, listen, you know what, our defense is good enough that we will not concede. That doesn't work. We're not good enough for that. Sorry, guys, we are not good enough for that, period. Right? Yeah, Raj, sorry. This is, you can only experiment with youngsters, no other option. No, we don't. What youngsters? Don't tell me the under 23s are ready for the national team. You know, when I hear that, it's the biggest joke in the world. Right? Some of them have tried to play for the senior team. How did they perform? Did they perform well? Right? Sorry, but I can't tolerate Khalid anymore. I don't see any hope against Singapore. Will literally lose AFC competition because of appointing two coaches who aren't international experienced. Yeah. Yeah. Blue, very well said. You know, and I'll be arrogant enough. This will sound arrogant. I don't need a coaching license. I would have known who pick, not to pick, again, more than Sir Manolo and Khalid, because they have not understood what it means. Another lovely Jitan Espas. Illusion world of Indian football. Yeah, Siddharth, sadly. I think I can't cry anymore. I'm laughing. Yeah, at some stage it becomes sarcasm, right? Because this is those gentlemen who wanted Khalid Jamil to be Indian national team coach should publicly say sorry to every Indian football fan, right? Whatever happens, this has nothing to do with football. This is anti-football, right? And those who have made this choice, but they will never do now. Introspect, accountability. What? Indian football, nobody cares, right? At the moment, it's a free fall anyway. Look at the whole situation around the whole tender process. It's become a laughing stock. Bring Roshan instead of Danish. Why Roshan instead of Danish? I don't even understand. Roshan is not a central midfield player. Roshan is a wing back. Am I missing something? 22-7, we are out, says Zidane. We are all laughing now on ourselves now because our football runs on by Banana Federation. So that it is not just the federation, it is the people in and around the federation as well. It is the people running clubs, entities, academies, this, that, everything. Right? So yeah, that is the problem. And you know what? Irfan Yadwad and Roshan coming on. Wow, that's interesting. And Manveer Singh now coming on for Mahesh. Wow. I'm going to give my Khalif numbers. He only played 3 matches. We can't judge him. Raj, I can judge him without even 1 match. See, and that is the problem, those so-called Khalid fanboys. They don't understand Indian football. You are against Indian football. If you want Khalid Jamil as a national coach, whoever you are, anywhere in the world, you are against the interest of Indian football because he is not a person you would like to make national team coach. Right? So that's the problem. Sorry, we're not going Asian Cup. Chetan, yeah. Is there prize money in this match? As far as I knew, yes, there was something. Players not looked synced so far in any game, to be honest. Yeah, Sinar, those 2 goals in 13 minutes created an aura. Oh, you know what? This is it 2 defenders, and look at both the goals. The first one is, I mean, that's clear cut slapstick. And again, other subs looks like so weird. Yeah, no, there is no just put on someone for the sake of putting in someone, and again, and that's the problem. Look at Anwar passing directly, chipping to a Omani player. Oman moving forward. We are chasing. The goal scorer moves into the middle, looking at options. Somehow stopped. National team coach change. Zidane, not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, it's just pathetic. Oman on the left. Ball into the middle. Al-Yamadi. Oman is trying to string something together. No strategy, no vision. These guys just throw Khalid into mid of mud. Yeah. But this shows you, right, that yeah, success doesn't. What does success mean? And this is shocking. This has nothing to do with football. Ball forward. Al Hassani. These federation matches, if we're going for AFC matches, would be better, says Zidane. Yeah. Again, these matches are good normally because you can try out things and stuff. But this is just proven the coach and the players are not good enough. Ball into the danger zone. Could be dangerous. Cleared by Anwar. Oh, all over the place now, India. Lucky. Oman now stretching India. Long ball forward, but Roshan at least clears it. These players don't suit this tactics. Like in clubs, Vikram and Changte play as more attacking football. Now they have to be ultra defensive. Yeah, I agree, Raj. We can be defensive. Again, we can be defensive. We should be defensive against better opponents, but we don't need to be ultra defensive like we are at this moment in time, because this does not suit us. The way we're playing is. So we'll see people next Gen Cup this year since FST gives rights away. No idea. Do the teams exist with the young players? I don't even know what is happening. Oman now playing themselves into positions of danger. Al Yamadi against Roshan. Al Yamadi plays it into the middle. Long range effort. Cleared corner. U23 should be playing at this level. At least they'll improve in some years. Chetan, no. That is your problem. If you think that the young players can play at this level and they can and will improve, they have to get game time at club level. And then once they are better, they can take the jump. How many players did people tell me? I remember 2017, they will be regulars for the Indian national team from the Under-17 World Cup squad. How many are regulars from that squad? Right? Our best players at the moment are Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Sandesh Chingan, Rahul Beke, cleared the corner, and if he's back, most probably Sunil. Right? Our problem is our players are peaking post 30. Biggest problem. Oman get into the box, dangerous. Cleared by India somehow, but the Omanis have the ball backs. Even players are mock. And Raj, this is very, very visible. The players have been given a tactic by the coach saying, okay, listen, I have to follow the tactic of the coach, right? I mean, I know teams in the past who have decided by themselves and listen, whatever the coach is telling us, just let's play like the way we want to. Let's see. Ball in the box. Does Valpuya get to the ball? No, that's a clear-cut penalty not given. Lucky for us. But hey, no one will talk about this anyway. So that's the problem. The players have to be helped. The coach's job as a national team coach, the job is to help the players to be able, give them the tools to be able to play. And in our system, the coach says, defend karo, defend karo, defend karo, and nothing else. Right? And if you have the ball, play it forward. Get rid of it. And these players are not the best in the world. They're not even the best in Asia, but they can play a little bit of football. Yeah, they might be not technically, tactically, not the best in the world. They're nowhere near the best in the world, right? But they can play a little bit of football. And you're taking that little bit of football that they can play away, and then you're getting players in who can't play at this level. Right? That's the problem. Changte puts a nice ball into the box, cleared by the Omanis. Long ball game style killing the midfield growth, which makes midfielders defending all the time. Yeah, and with this is the possession growth over. We don't have any possession in that way now. How many games are players before getting into clubs? Seniors team does this. 7 games become whatever thing can be later. They don't, no? Look at the under 23 teams of ours. How many of them have had enough time or will have enough time? That's another question. Roshan on the left, trying to play it far corner into the box, headed on by Anwar. Changte, Lalinswala Changte, trying to get the ball into a dangerous zone. Yes, cleared by the Omanis. And that's a goal kick for Oman. 71 minutes through. Now these players are playing according to our club. Now play in club level, which is very more concerning. Coach job is to play with one tactics. Yeah. Next, everyone might want Naushad to take national coach. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Huh? That's a problem. Thoughts on Nihal Sudesh? An Indian footballer, nothing more Nasir. West ever football style. Yeah, our problem is, again, football style is something where I'd say, we never had any great football style, but we try to play a little football here and there. But at the moment, we're not even trying to play football, right? So therefore, for me, that is my big concern. At the moment, what are we playing? I don't know. What are we playing? And to me, it's very concerning, to say the least, the way and I don't know. I honestly don't know. Even Sanjay Sen, Santosh Kashyap on the race too. And that's the problem, Raj, right? And if there is one learning from what we're seeing today here in this game, is Khalid Jamil is not good enough to be Indian head coach, right? And that's the point. Khalid Jamil is stabbing the Indian team with his weird coaching style, says Kumar. Yes, very different. Jamil Al-Yamadi, the number 10 of Oman, the only goal scorer of the match. And that's the problem, right? If we will lose maybe 1-0, 2-0, in the end, everyone say, oh, it wasn't that bad and all. That's the problem. Danish Farooq are trying to clear and not able to clear. And then Rahul Bek is forced into an awkward clearance. Yeah, I can see in the face of Rahul Beke. He's not happy. Carlos Queiroz. And these are the kind of managers I would love to see for India, the experienced elder statesman kind of character, like a Bob Houghton used to be. Because these guys then work according to a plan, try and build something. Oman with the ball forward. Roshan. Omani player down. These so-called Indian coaches, why they're going to outside, because they're going to get even peanuts. Forget going outside. Why would someone give them an opportunity? Again, like with the players, likewise, why would someone give someone with an Indian passport a chance? Hey, Surya, welcome back. Raj says Mr. Santosh Kashyap comes on a random YouTube channel, shows failure of Khalid and questions clubs. Indian coaches are not given chances. Or suggests Khalid appointed national team coach, says Raj. Yeah. That's another level of things that are happening, right? Yeah, what to say? That's a foul. Danish Farooq. Long ball. Won't get to it. The goal scorer, Jamil Al-Yamadi. Question is, why are we playing football? If we criticize Khalid, that's unfair. In my little football knowledge, know what Khalid can deliver. Whatever doesn't know, that's unacceptable. Yeah, Vishwajit, could be taken in as a philosophical approach, but again, whoever is the national team coach has to live with criticism. And again, I don't know. Again, it is Yeah, we need to make right choices, and we're not doing it. Sometimes I think what else Khalid can do when have so subpar players. Surya, our players are not the best in the world, but they're not as bad as, again, this is something that I've been saying for a while. Our players aren't as bad as they're playing, right? I mean, we saw at least against Tajikistan to some extent and against Iran in the first half, fighting spirit, this, that, everything. At the moment, we're going through the motions. This team is on the field physically, but are they really there? Right? And Sandesh Jingan as a factor for this team is very, very important. Maybe even a Sunil is important. I don't know, because the dressing room, again, you see that, you know, if I was in Rahul Baker's position, and this is something, Rahul Baker is a nice guy, but sometimes you have to actually shout at your fellow players and say, man, what are you doing? This is too friendly, too nice what I'm seeing on the field, and there is no plan, there is no strategy, there is nothing behind this. There is nothing, zero, nada. That is a real problem. And now that this Khalid Jamil wants long-term contract, for God's sake, is what I should ask. That contract is something else. Yeah. I don't know how Jamshid is winning, for going to say, with his weird tactics, the control dressing room, Kumar, as I've said multiple times, it is dependent on players. I saw Jamshedpur against Punjab FC. Jamshedpur FC won, and Suresh and Udanta coming on, and Irfan Yadwad is being released from his misery, and Nikhil Prabhu comes off for Suresh. That means Danish Farouk will play 90 minutes of football. Wow, incredible. And Javi Hernandez solely won that game from them up front, and Steven Eze at the back defended it. Very simple. Indian coaches' main argument is, if Indian coaches are not given chances, at least at club level, how they will improve and learn. Raj, you have to be better than others to be given a chance. So why are you not proving it at I League 2 level? And then, if you're talented, people will take the chances, right? And that is something which I find very important, which you don't do. Next time I'm going to apply for Indian national team coach under the name of Fabio Capello, do it under Johan Cruyff, no? Or under Franz Beckenbauer, to legends of the games, or the late legends of the game, right? So, yeah, very sad, very, very sad to see the way it is. It's just making me angry. And the more I'm watching this, it just makes me feel, what the hell are we doing? Baker clears, long ball forward. Manveer Singh. That's it, yeah. Apart from Anwar and Sandesh, may Gurpreet, no one deserves to win the squad. It's better we should give chance to other plenty guys and play with this set for over 6-7 years. Vishwajit, even Anwar to me is an issue if I see the way he's tried to do his build up. I think Bheke is one that you can mention. I would have said even Balpuya and Changte deserve something. But if you're going to give younger players a chance, they're not ready, right? Are you willing to lose heavily? Chance for India, that's a goal. Who scored that? India scored a goal. India scored a goal. Udanta. Long throw in. And out of nowhere, yeah, long throw in. And of all people, Udanta Singh, the much criticized Udanta Singh, off. Yeah, but that's the only thing that this team can do, and they did it, right? But my criticism stays. Doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything what I said. Yeah, oh my God, একই দেখলাম India গোল করতে পারে, everyone saying, yeah, it's the only way to score goals. And is VR checking the goal? I think it is being checked. But how is that a VR? Is that a VR intervention? Okay, let's wait and see. It's taking a little too long, I feel. Let's see what is the point. Is Jitin? No, that wasn't. What did I say it on the ground? But then the right place, good work to keep the man put fit. That's XYZ. And Raj says, এখন সবাই বলবে তোমরা শুধু Indian football hate করো. Yeah, Raj. Yeah. To come to one more goal, this colored team scores goals of throws and crosses. Yes, that's the only thing. We can't play anything else. And punt the ball forward and hope something happens for us. 1-1. Oman playing forward on the wing. Puts it across the other side. Chante. Yeah. Chante trying to figure out a way. Roshan. Udanta. Anwar. Oh, Jitin slips. সেটা তো আর কি করব, এরা যখন বুঝবে তখন আরো দেরি হয়ে যাবে and most probably শুরুটাই চলে যাবে. Yeah. Now, the point is, that's a good point. Good long pass. Yeah, but if the man doesn't get to it, when I observe a player, sometimes they do not know which leg is the first touch, which I may be wrong. Okay, Kumar. '83rd, '84th minute. Long ball forward, and that's way too much weight on the pass for Musan Al Hassani. Just when I thought to stop watching, India score, says Zidane. But that was also offside. See, the facts don't change. Even a 1-1 doesn't change the facts of the issues, of the problems that are there. And if someone's going to tell me that this football will be successful, it relies on luck. It relies on opportunities by chance. There is no game plan. There's no idea behind it. And that's, I think, the biggest. And, Udanta looking for Manvir. Manvir. And so throw in. Well, the young players, they need 5-6 years top level like খেলালে maybe ওরা those years ready হয়ে যাবে. আমি তো আর কিছু দেখিনি না progress after 6 years maybe top 10 11 players পেয়ে যাবে. Yeah, but this thing of hoping that you can build a generation, a team, international football is not built on আমি আজকে চেষ্টা করছি and then I hope something will happen in 5 years. You're dependent on immediate results. Rahul Beke long throw in, doesn't get to it. Ball out to Changte, can keep it in. Nalinzwala Changte earns a corner. The real test is qualifiers. Yeah, Kumar, very, very true. And this kind of football, offside given. This kind of football will not take us to the qualifiers. That's my only concern. I think Singapore, Oman didn't play its first 11. That is clearly evident if you see the second half. They were better. Suresh charging. Try to get a cross in, and should be goal kick for India. '87th minute. I'm going to take a long kick now. Oh, Danish Farooq. Zidane said, it will not happen because international matches, you have to be better. You do better. And if you sit at home, quality players will not come. And that's I think, one of our problems. The young player, the chance they were, that I say, Kichu club, even Monbangan, whom I support, offer. Changte with the ball. Danizola Changte. Danish Farooq. Lovely pass to an Omani player. How can he play 90 minutes of football for India? Seriously, guys. Sorry. Oman. On the left. Combine. Played to the right. Lovely ball to Al-Akbari. Al-Akbari blocked by Roshan. Cleared by Roshan. But back with Oman. Ball into the box. Anwar clears. Manveer Singh. I'm fed up of this Danish Farooq losses. We loses the ball every time with the attack. Yes. Once more, Oman on the left. Plays it to the right. Oh, and terrible. From Zahir Al-Akbari. Totally miscues the ball. Manveer Jr. given crash course by Kalanchova. I think I should give him crash course now. Starting lineup. Okay, Kumar. Looking forward to your India debut soon. Changte done well once more. Larinzola Changte plays it across to Udanta. Udanta takes too much time. Quota system is real. Number 3 is good. Yeah, that's Roshan. But in attacking sense, interesting. Udanta and Changte seem to be the guys trying to. And then this is a pass for Manveer. He's not going to get it. A good idea from Udanta. Oh, Rahul Beke loses the ball. But stays on his man. Al Ghassani. Oman trying to combine into a dangerous position. Beke clears. Roshan in a dangerous area. Don't head the ball in the middle. Oman looking to play on. Oh, that's a good opportunity. But luckily, bad shot, bad attempt. And how these gems in information does real gems are there if you want a fake gem in Indian football? Kumar, I think your question you can answer yourself. Nothing much to add to that. Oman is terrible. Unfortunately, দেখা যাচ্ছে না. Carlos, get out. এটা খেলা. Says Angry Birds, yeah, not the best performance under Carlos Queiroz. Oman trying to build up. 91st minutes, 5 minutes of added time, and Roshan clears for a throw-in. We need good penalty, says Zidane. Al-Akbari in the box. Plays it good. Good save by Gurpreet. Udanta can't clear it. Ball will come back into the box. That's a header. Over the goal. From their captain, Ali Al-Busaidi.
Welchen Kontakt meinst du?
Yeah. Oman building on their pressure now towards the end. Gurpreet clears it. Roshan doesn't take any chances, tries to clear. Danish Farooq is it. Udanta with the ball. Udanta with a lovely ball for Chante. Lovely clearance. Did you see that quality? Why? Again, and then we speak about experience. Suresh looking for Jitin, doesn't get it. Oman. It's now an open game. Al Hassani plays it back. That's luckily for India too long. Abdullah Fawaz couldn't get to that one. That was good for India on that front. '94th minute. Yeah, it's Khalid telling right back to Chante. Maybe wins it. Danish Farooq with another foul. Al Akbari plays it to the striker, cleared by Suresh. 94th minute. No, Oman is not that good either. Very, very true. And that's it. When you don't start your best players, when you don't have the rhythm, that also affects you. That sometimes is the question. What does a coach do to win matches? Oman on the left wing, last few seconds of the game. He plays it wide, gets it back. He's going to try and put it into the box. Cleared by Anwar. Roshan looking for Udanta, doesn't get it to Udanta. Roshan too careless with that one. As Oman tries to build up. Krashko's idea is wonderful. We should salute those guys that they get this in various stream. They shouldn't even be in parallel universes. Kumar. Our playing style matches with Middle East, but when it comes to Asian teams, this goes a weakness. Okay. One through ball. Oh, good save from Gurpreet. Should be now over. And it is full time at the Hisor Central Stadium between Oman and India in the third place playoff. Let me just check the tournament rules if it is straight penalties or is it straight extra time. They have extra time if I get it right. Yeah. +90 minutes. I thought the last 10-15 minutes were actually the best, huh? Extra time of red penalties. I see penalties. Sorry, what am I seeing? 1 second. This is a very good point. I have not seen. Can't see it in the tournament rules. Yeah, for a time. I'll have to wait and see what now happens. If we're going to go straight into penalties or have another 30 minutes of this game. Actually, last 10-15 minutes were better from India, and that is something interesting, especially Udanta has brought some sense to the attacking lineup, interestingly. Yeah. And we'll have to wait to see. I think extra time is there or penalties. Kumar, that's the question. Is it extra time or is it penalties? We don't know, no? If you think it's extra time or penalties, then what? You're thinking both? Is one side playing around? Yes, they are. Let's see. I don't see anything which clearly states what is going to happen now. I'm just trying to. I don't have the tournament rules. But if it is like SAF, then you will have extra time. Udanta and Suresh played well in last quarter. Exactly, Biswajit. They gave the team some structure, which was lacking. Suresh defensively and Udanta on that wing attack. Changte also moving into the middle, also tried a few things. So I get the point that, we should give young players a chance and this and that, everything. But it is the experienced players in Indian football who actually, do the things that are needed for us. And that's, if I, you or we like it or not, that's the reality of things. And experience counts in an Indian football context. And that is what I'm seeing, at least, in this match towards the end. This break is taking quite long. This looks like Chante led well, says Subash. Let's go with the win man. Yeah, Zidane, let's see how they go from unwatchable game to a decent game and ending. Well, because some of the substitutes worked. Okay, this looks like, to me, this looks like extra time. Yeah, Raj, to me also, it looks like extra time because Oman is on their side. Indian team still discussing. I think today Apuya was needed in place of Danish. Sumash, anyone in place of Danish would have worked. Why was Suresh not on the field with Nikhil Prabhu? That was the best option in our combo in defensive midfield, right? Why those experiments? Yeah, we have extra time. Both the teams are coming back. Another 30 minutes of this, ladies and gentlemen. And those of you who are watching, maybe even afterwards, try and leave a like behind, share it with other people. And thanks as always for your support. We are at this moment in time, as I speak, at 2,900 sharp. So if nobody now deletes his or her subscription, we are at 2,900 as we have kickoff for Oman. And thanks as always for your support. Oman playing from right to left. India from left to right. Suresh. Danish directly puts Manvir under pressure. Manvir does well to keep it. Danish Farouk. Another mispass. I seriously don't understand how he's playing. Sorry, shouldn't be. I hate to criticize an individual player like this, but Oman. Oman on the right, combining playing. Busaidi. Play to Al-Akbari. Busaidi. Well done by Roshan. Loses the ball again against Akbari. That's a good ball in, cleared by the header. Oman now on the left. Akbari. Cleared. Anshro gives it back to the Omanis. Oh, mistake. And that a foul from Manveer Singh Jr. Oh, where is the referee going? Someone on the Indian bench. We need to absorb the pressure. Do you know any good matches and international football? World Cup qualifiers in Europe. If Khalid thinks Danish can play 90 minutes, then I'm sorry. He's playing 100 and plus. Oman cleared. Goprit's going to come. Shovik Chakraborty is better than Danish. Yes, 100%. Watching last three matches has even started for Basters FC, says Raj. Fan code ended their stream. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Throw in India from Roshan. Long forward. Manveer wins the ball and wins. No, doesn't win a throw in. And out of a clearance by the Omanis, a counter attack. Anwar has to be careful and does well. Roshan, that was not good by Suresh. The Omanis back in the danger zone. Oman and lucky there. I think Al-Akbari is the person who misses in the middle. Broadcasting issues, says Fancode. Yeah, so guys, stay with me. I'll try and bring it to you for the remainder of the game. Manveer doesn't win either. Back with the Omanis. The build up from the back. Busadi, long ball forward. That's a good, and Rahul Beke does very well to intervene before Al Yamadi gets to that Al Ghassani header. India need to be alert. Oman seem to be closing in. Are good 10-15 minutes over? I hope not. But interesting to see that with Udanta, with Suresh, we got at least some structure. Danish Farooq. Why that shot blindly up front, Danish? Why? Please. Do us a favor. Take him out of the misery. You still have Jikson, you still have Chingman Sana, you still have Boris. Take him out of the misery. A lot of headers at the moment. Chante plays it to Udanta. What's happening? Deepak, it's a football game. It's a third place playoff in the CAFA Nations Cup. Couldn't catch the match. Deepak, I think you haven't missed much, if I'm being very, blunt. There's a broadcasting issue, says Deepak. Okay. Medical treatment in the 90. Red card for Oman. Busadia. The captain walks off. Ali Al-Busaidi. That's of course bad for Oman because he could miss, the match ended, or they don't want to show what is going on in the field as much better to see. I don't think so. Which app are you using? So maybe watch using people. FIFA Plus. Can't even see the match now, says the unknown. So India with an advantage. Al-Busaidi with a red card and to walk off, the captain of Oman. So India with a one-man advantage. Walpuya. Danish Farooq just opening blindly forward. Manveer. Oh, wow, just in front of goal. At Valpuya. Chante. Jitin. Valpuya looking for Udanta. Corner for India. And there's a substitution, a defensive substitution, as Al-Akbari goes off and Sultan Al-Marzouk comes on. Then Omanis against 11 Indians. Let's see if we can make that count. Corner for India, cleared by Oman. Headed out by the Omanis. And it's going to be a throw in for India. Carlos Quiroz not happy. Valpuya. Rahul Beke. Anwar. Long ranger from Anwar. Kept out by the keeper. That's a foul from Vedanta, I think. Can we make that extra man count? That's going to be interesting because not only us, but also Oman hasn't played a good game of football today. Oman trying to combine. Changte steals the ball. Has been influential, Changte, since he's moved into the middle of the park. Danish. Brings it out to Valpuya. Back to Rahul Beke. Rahul. To Danish. Yeah, safest pass played back to Rahul. Anwar. Looks to chip it over to Roshan. Back into the box, into the danger zone, cleared. Jitin tries to beat his marker. Oman coolly combine, play out from the back. And now Want their striker to can't get it. If by chance we win, a lot of hate we'll be getting today from so-called fanboys. Raj, I'm fine with it. I or we know what we've seen over the last 4 matches, right? And this will not work. If this is the way that it's supposed to work, then, as I say, shut it down. And therefore, I will continue to say that. If we're going to shut our eyes in front of those realities, yeah, that will not work for us in the long term, right? Last line, India. Out, Rahul Beke. Too long for Roshan. Throw in Oman on that right side. India intercept. Chante plays it to Valpuya. Back to Bheke. Anwar. Roshan cuts in into the box. Cleared. Valpuya keeps the ball. Oman become ultra defensive now with one man down. Chante. Narizwala Chante. Plays it to Bheke. Suresh. Sorry, now Suresh. Valpuya. Jitin. Throw in India. Should be a long throw in. Yeah, Rahul Beke coming across. That's our most potent weapon, the long throw in. Rahul Beke. Long throw in, but Oman clear. Jitin. Yeah, he's going to keep it in. Lose it against 2 players. And yeah, foul given against Suresh. But nice little pressing from the Indians for once. And that's, is it the first 45? Sorry, the first 15 of extra time. Yeah. Immediate inter-switch, says the ref. Oman also looked tired. 4th match in less than 10 days. Kalijim trying to get his team together for a final team talk before the last 15 minutes of extra time. And if it stays 1-1, we move into penalties. And there, at least, I have good memories from the SAF Championship in 2023. Certain Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. What a weird match. Blue, I couldn't have said it any better. This is a game, I want us to win, but somehow I don't even know, I'm going to talk about. And with that one-man advantage, we're interesting to see what Oman now does. Do they continue to fall deep and try and believe and build on India kickoff from right to left in our blue as Oman continue to play in their green. In the red jerseys in the green. People who are saying authorities are better than senior, your thoughts? Have no idea about football, Murali. But whatever the result, we've carried in changing. Blue, welcome to the club. My view has been the same for the last 15 years, and again, he will not be able to change it because he's been doing the same thing always again and again. Udanta's going to keep the ball in. Can he meet his marker? Udanta puts the ball dangerous into box, cleared by Oman. Now he has to be careful. Plays it back to Gurpreet. Beke, Anwar. Plays it to Danish Farooq. And Farooq is asking for players to offer themselves. Danish Farooq. And loses the ball moving forward. Oman play the ball long forward, but Rahul Beke should have it. Clears it. Beke not happy with his defensive midfield, allowing the Omanis too much of space. It's on the wings. Yeah. Oman taking their time to move slowly forward. Committed men up front. Oman gonna put the ball into the box. Too high. Oh, loses the ball. Important header. Now, India chasing again. Suresh does very well. Very, very well. The U23 Qatar we played was the World U23 and same case for Bahrain. Yeah, Pritham, I totally agree on that. That is very, very true. Roshan. Anwar with a long ball, searching for Jitin. Header forward, maybe a chance for Changte. Surrounded by three, Lalitwala Changte gets it across. But the keeper. Suresh is playing very well, yes. And since Changte has moved to the sort of an 8 position rather than being just a winger, he's been doing better. Also covering a lot of ground, Lalitwala Changte. And Oman attack on the left. This is going to be a one-man show. No, they're not committing too many players forward, Oman. Oman playing from left to right. Long ball forward to Anwar. Maybe a chance for India to break. Manveer doesn't get it back from Changte. Oh, Roshan, that was a weird bounce. Double contact as well. Oman now on the left. The goal scorer. The goal scorer. Jamil Al-Yamadi, but no foul. It's a very open game at this moment in time. Anything can happen. Oman now a little bit more of the ball. The first pressing line of India crossed. And that is going to go out. No danger for India. Throw in. Showing the replay. Oh, good one from Valpuya against Jamil Al-Yahmadi. And good seen by the ref. Once more the ball with Oman. Play amongst themselves. 112th minute running. Oman looking for their man. Good ball. Is the man going to get it? Yes, he does. Keeps it in. Danish clears. Half. And India can't really clear. Ooh. Oh, match goes on. Anwar looking for a through ball. Intercepted. Ball on the left. Jitin. Can Jitin get it? Yeah, Jitin somehow clears. Chante under pressure. Suresh under pressure. Gurpreet under pressure. High and doesn't get that much of distance. Chante bundled over. Oman now building on their pressure. Cleared. Manvir. Chante smartly to Roshan. Plays it back to Suresh. Danish. Rahul Beke back to Danish. Plays it to Anwar. Anwar plays it through and cleared by Oman. Rahul Beke gets to the ball. No one charging at him. It's still 1-1. Cleared by Oman. Throw in India. Interesting to see who's going to take it with Waste no longer on the field. Is it Rahul Beke who's going to come over? Yeah, it is Rahul Beke who captained India versus Afghanistan. Oman clear the ball. High, and that is a free kick from none other than Danish Farooq. Already had cleared the ball where it would have been in India's possession. No need for this senseless, useless foul. Free kick, Oman. 115th minute. We're closing in on the penalty shootout. Vedanta plays it nicely to Suresh, and that should be offside for Manvir. No, it's not. Manvir Singh! He was not offside. Oh, yeah, now he's offside given. Okay. Wow. And he still couldn't score, huh? Yeah, he was offside. Danish Farooq coming off in the 115th minute for Jackson. Okay, that's a penalty shootout change then. Valpuya clears it for a throw-in for Oman. We're in the 116th minute. This time behind the position where the throw-ins were taking, people still seem to be coming in. Oman short throw-in into the danger zone. There is no one there. Ooh, Roshan into the middle. Cleared by Valpuya. Will be another throw-in for India. Sorry, for Oman. Quickly taken. Cleared by Jitin for another. Manvinaldo Nazario Jr. the Great. Yeah. And that should be a corner. Yeah. 117th minute. Getting a little tense. Corner for Oman in the 117th minute. Put dangerously in the box. Cleared by India. Jitin high, but not too wide. Jitin loses the ball. And Jitin fouls the man. Free kick for Oman in the 118th minute. Yeah. No chance to get onto the ball. Carlos Quiroz looks like he would have tried himself if he was allowed to. Ball into the should be cleared by India. It is. As India moves up. Oman, is he going to get to it? No, he won't. Luckily, good idea actually, with so many Indians charging forward, that the Omanis played that long ball. But just have not been able to keep it together, luckily for us. Jackson plays it to Valpuya. Raulbeke will play it to Anwar. Anwar, given space, plays it out to Jitin. Looking for Anwar. Anwar loses the ball. Now a chance for Oman to break. Jackson does well not to allow the man to get past him. He's not the fastest. Chance maybe for India to break. Manveer Singh. Chante. Chante plays it to Roshan. Jitin. Roshan, will he get to it? And that should be a goal kick. Here it is. Looks like Roshan had the last touch, yeah. Few seconds left before the 120 minutes are done. This is heading to penalty shootouts, it looks like. And that is full time at the Hisor Central Stadium between the Indian national team as well as Oman. It ends 1-1 after 120 minutes of fighting, of giving everything for your colors. And we now move into penalties. Manveer Jr., Nazario, Ronaldinho's new work as a market. Thank you. Okay. Um, yeah. I mean, it would be an interesting story if Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, on his comeback for the Indian national team, wins it for India on penalties. And I would now not be surprised. But again, everything, I think, who was this? Raj said it a while back. No? If by chance we win, a lot of hate will be getting today from so-called fanboys. Yeah, we have to live with that, I think, Raj. And very sad. But again, good, didn't expect this. No, Roshan, this is not good. It was another bad game, um, where something suddenly seemed to click. I mean, Udanta came on and made a difference. Um, Changte moving more into a central position did some things. But otherwise, again, Danish Farouk, 115 minutes. Can someone please explain that to me? Um, yeah, the less I say, the better. And yeah, the problem for us is, what is the learning from this tournament? The learning from this tournament is, oh, we're not that bad actually. You know what? We beat Tajikistan. We lost against Iran, but 3-0. But again, um, conceded two late goals. Afghanistan, we played 0-0, but okay, Afghanistan is Afghanistan, right? Oman, we held 1-1, and then we got into penalties, and then let's see what happens. And we're again. This is the main part that I feel today is going to be the problem. Whatever happens now, if we win it or lose it on penalties, we're lying to ourselves. The general public, the general Indian football fan, um, you know, yeah. We're unable to play football against 10 men, for God's sake. Cardinal should not teach football to anyone, especially kids, says Kumar. I meant before the match, didn't expect getting Oman to penalties. Yeah, Roshan, that way, true. I'm not getting angry on Oman while they're playing this. Yeah, but that is football, Kumar. Again, why did Germany play the way they played against Slovakia the other night, right? It happens. So let's see what happens. Again, I want India to win, but the repercussions are not going to be good. That's my concern. Looking at this game, the way we've played, and yeah, let's see what comes out of it. This story looks like we improved, but reality is different as people will only see scoreline. Yeah, Raj. I think Raj, that's the biggest problem. Anyone who's seen 90 minutes of football of this team in the last few days will understand the issues, the problems, especially the Afghanistan game, but even today. Um, and again, the narrative will be a different one, and then I try to explain it to mass that the narrative is wrong. That's my concern, right? So therefore, for me, um, I say I always want India to win, but there are no learnings from these kind of competitions, matches, and that's the biggest problem at the moment that I see and hear. Yeah, so yeah. The only team I loved is UAE because it gave a good reality check with 6-0 because too much lead in that game. Yeah, but we've not learned anything, na? Kumar. Did we learn anything? That's the problem. Did we learn anything from that 6-0? No, we didn't. Right. So the goal to the left of our screen will be used, and it looks like Lalinzwala Changte will be the first one to kick off this penalty shootout. Um, yeah, Changte will be kicking off the shootout, but I don't know what are we missing. There is something which is the referee not happy about. Gives the ball to Changte. want India to win, but sorry, that's not football, especially in international with the way it played against Afghanistan today. That's not football. Yeah, but should know. Yeah. Oman losing to a round two qualified team. Raj, again, that's the charm of football, right? Let's wait and see what happens. As Nalinzola Chante will be the first to take on Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini in the goal of Oman. Chante. And it's in 1-0 India in the shootout. Nalinzola Chante. Well taken penalty from Chante. As the stand-in captain, Harib Al Saidi puts the ball on the spot. First penalty for Oman. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Gurpreet is a good shot stopper. I saw him twice in the SAF Championship a couple of years back. And he misses the goal. He misses the target. Harib Al Saidi. Harib Al Saidi misses the target. But Gurpreet had it covered, jumped to his right, and most probably would have had it covered. Advantage India. Rahul Bheke, second Indian penalty taker. It is Oman 0, India 1. Rahul Bheke to take India's second penalty. And he scores. 2-0 India. Rahul Bheke sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. 2-0 India in this penalty shootout. Ahmed Khalifa Said Al Kabi to be the second penalty taker for Oman. If Gurpreet saves this or he misses, that will be a massive advantage for India. Al Kabi, and he blows it over. It goes way over the goal bar. Massive advantage India now. Said Al Kabi over the crossbar. Yeah, Bishajit miss it again. Anwar Ali now, third penalty taker for India. If he scores, then it looks more and more likely India is going to win this. Anwar Ali, and it's saved by the keeper. Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini saves the penalty of Anwar Ali. Lifeline to Oman. Not a well taken penalty from Anwar. Slow run up. And yep, goalkeeper goes right direction and has it. Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini. And the third taker for Oman is Stani Al Ru Shaidi. Yes, Bishwajit, poor kick from Anwar, not a good one. Thani Al Rushaidi, long run up, and he puts it in 2-1. First goal for Bahrain, for Oman in this penalty shootout. But still advantage India. It's Jitin MS who is now walking up to take India's fourth penalty. Jitin with India's fourth penalty in the shootout. Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini in goal. Jitin. And he sends the keeper the wrong way, but that ball, I want to see that again. Good from Jitin. And those are one of the heart attack penalties, Bishwajit, I would have said. 3-1 India. If Gurpreet saves this, India are third in the CAFA Nations Cup. It's their striker, Mohsen Al Ghassani. Mohsen Al Ghassani! And he scores. 3-2 India. And that was a very good penalty, but Gurpreet was actually in the right corner. But he gets good height to the ball, so the keeper has no chance to get to the ball. And it's Udanta who will take India's final penalty from the first five, if it stays the first five. If Udanta scores against Ibrahim Saleh Al Mukhaini, India will finish third in the CAFA Nations Cup. It's Udanta, and it's over. Udanta blasts over. Udanta Singh blasts over and keeps Oman in the shootout. Reaction from Chante. And the other goal scorer of the game is now back at it. Jamil Al Yamadi against Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. And Gurpreet saves it! Gurpreet saves it! Gurpreet Singh Sandhu is India's hero as India finish third in the CAFA Nations Cup. Jamil Al Yamadi and his penalty is saved. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu saves it for India. And India finished third. And I guess they don't themselves, we ourselves don't know how we finished third in this tournament. But India has beaten Oman to finish third in the CAFA Nations Cup. Wow. Not a good penalty. Gurpreet knows, dives again in the right direction. To win. And what a comeback for Gurpreet, huh? And just 1 second. Let me just put out a tweet. Yes. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu said us, yes, Gurpreet Singh, absolute cinema. No. What India achieves from this, just we won pure luck. Yeah, Kumar, you're right, but who's going to ask tomorrow? Nobody cares. That's the problem, right? That is the problem of what we played today.
No one is going to ask question tomorrow how we played, what we played again, and this is great comeback by Gopi Sangsanto. This guy feeling, but with the goat says Chetan. Khalid is a lucky man, says Tom. Pachalian over that again. Yes, no matter how win is a win, says Anurag. No, Anurag. I think that is the problem today. And this tournament, a win is win for me doesn't count. I think I saw things in the last few days. I saw things in this game which I don't know, which I cannot explain in any way, and I can't say a win is a win. So that's one. Oh, some interesting tweets coming in. Surely Raj, happy for Gurpreet, made an awesome. Yeah, Vishwajit did. Congrats to every Indian team fans. Says Suraj, after Mr. Gurpreet is the best ever. Probably Vishwajit, we don't know. No? We can't compare with the earlier goalkeepers of the past. Defeated Oman first time, I guess. Yes, Suraj, but it will not be counted as a first time because you count matches after 90 or 120 minutes. So this will go in as a draw. So our statistics against Oman stay that we have never beaten them, so to say. Winners at the end of the day, says Mank. Well played team, and again, proud of Gurpreet. We have never won against Oman. The CAFA Cup is overrated people. We think that's enough to beat Singapore. What to do? Yeah, exactly, Roshan. This type of gameplay won't win us knockout matches and group stage matches, says Zidane. And yeah, I just want to drive on luck similar to these matches in the quarterfinals. Let us go somewhere in the AFC Asian Cup. In Khalid, we trust. Hope it takes us through the HC qualifiers. That's where we need to shift our focus on from tomorrow onwards. Good to win, nevertheless. Good breathe. Yeah. And this is from the reactions I already see that the opinions have changed, right? That we're no longer talking about things. Um, so therefore, yeah. But I like India's comeback. Parash, you might like it, but again, I think that the problems which are there, which are evident, which are visible, they will not be discussed because they will be colored over, right? You know, uh, uh, you know. So therefore, I don't think so. Kumar, that's a question, you know, which we will discuss another day. And the point here is, yeah, I I stick to my words. Khalid has no tactics. Raj, you say it, I will say it, and again, but again, people will celebrate this, and it will be sold as a success by the AFF, by the people, and everyone, and they will not realize in what we're walking into, you know. And the problem is, Uh, one of the worst knockout match I watched. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not expecting anything from this team. So I go back to what Roshan said, and this is something which I feel CAFA Nations Cup is overrated. Um, that to me, I think is the most right statement that I've heard. This, and this was the SAF Cup has been better than the CAFA Cup in that way, right? But who's going to discuss it? This was the worst of one team in the last 10 years, says Mehul. Win does change man. Does it change? Bishwajit, that's going to be the question. Bishwajit, that will be my question to you or to anyone who says, does the mentality change? I don't know if the mentality changes or not, right? Because we have a false sense of hope. You know, this will take us down in AFC 2027. We can't beat Singapore like this. They have good quality forwards. Okay, we're bad, but Oman used to be a good team. Yeah, yeah. So let's celebrate for today, I think. Mank, I I look at, I normally would say I don't care about the game and I look at the end result and I'm fine with it. But if I see what I saw today, I can't switch over and say, you know what, I don't care how we played. Right? So that's the thing. It clearly reminds me of the Steamart situation in 2023. And it's bizarre. Khalid went from hated to hyped in 30 minutes. People just don't watch anything beyond scoreboard. Blue, very true. No worries. Only a few more months. We will fair to work for Asian Cup. Then this won't make any difference. That's to just. I won't celebrate. I can see what's coming for 27. Do you think we can pull off against Singapore? No, Kundan. This is, I don't know how we, again, we need to have so many throw ins. We need to have so many lucky situations to be able to score. Otherwise, it will not happen. Hi, Stephen. Guys, go sing us some stats about their forwards and compare with ours. Yeah, yeah. In the end, our forwards have scored no goals in the sense. Udanta is a winger. Do I count him as a forward? I don't know. Um, so therefore, for me, no, this wasn't what I would have wanted to say. Set pieces won't work anyways. And everyone watches. Everyone says Anurag was true. Winning is a habit. We needed that win, first win in more than 35 years. Ishan, it will statistically not count as a win, right? Statistically, we have didn't beat Oman because the match will be rated regarded as a draw because penalty shootouts are not calculated. Khalid Jimmy fans are in Lalan, and as you say, yes, Kumar, Singapore, not as good as Oman, I think. Okay, Kundan. Problems will be there, and those would take ages to rectify, if at all. But this is an international match won by the senior men that too often tournaments missed two penalties. That's what should. But now with that, we need to give Khalid and Musa chances. I believe we have that firepower after the alternative qualifiers. Oh God, really? No, should I be with the win? Playing haram ball, this style of football is not suitable, but working in the interim. Yeah. Now AIFF, Mr. See, sell hopes to people in press conference. We believe the Khalid lead with the results. If Udanta scored that penalty, it could have been a better watch, says Mahesh. Results do matter at the end of the day, but not in practice matches. People are so wait not to get it. Yeah. Till now, in comments of no. Exactly, Kumar. So we favor power with us. Stronger than us, Kunnat. Because they've got many origin players and even naturalized foreigners. Yes, it's an official draw, but good to get the win. Yeah. People are forgetting that we haven't got offered forwards for a moment. So yeah, I'm clear on my words. I'm ready to plan to defend Khalid. We need to give him chance. Okay, Aditya. Is this was even haram ball? Raj, I don't even know what to call it. We won against Tajikistan, Oman, but this tactics won Canada's victory against Asian teams might work against Bangladesh, but Hong Kong and Singapore. Nope. Forward problem won't be solved in a month, even if we bring back the one super giant players such Ochut. We look the most threatening attacking wise after scoring the equalizer. Very true. Gopis Sandhu posted about the penalty incident. Do you still think it's nonsense even if senior national team players says it? Yes, of course, Rusha. Those of you who want to live in conspiracy world, do live in conspiracy world. It was a mistake from the referee. Okay, happens. I don't like it. It was against us, but what can I do? Practice much you might want to practice much so some of the one person looking afterwards. So see Aditya, it shows doesn't speak for you and look like African players. Yeah, yeah, you won't understand, but that is racist. This is the worst one I've seen in the last few years. Yeah, Raj, it'll be interesting to see who all get called up for the Singapore matches, right? And outstanding, marvelous. Yeah, you go and live in La La Land and all. This is yeah. Not everyone giving guys the word of the film, and now they are blindly defending him. Blue, brilliant. It's just funny. Changte played well today. Generally, he's played okay. He played better in the second half and in extra time when he was put into the middle. But yeah, none that CAFA has done any players you see being in the October camp out of this lot. The regulars. There's no one new who convinced me that he needs to be in the camp. Oman, Iran, Uzbekistan, not all were just being better than us. Think that Iran is a big team. One is a big team that scares more than their football, says Mehul. It's a colored British ball. Defense looked better in last 2 years. Problem is midfield forwards and style of football, says Stephen. That's the biggest irony. We're such a midfield in that we are winning matches and still don't know what we're even playing. As you know, the stat tell us that they're good and they want to defend against them. It's just done. It's so much conspiracy. why they showed red card against Oman is Indian not paying ref. Yeah, interesting, bro. When will the camp for Singapore match start? No idea. It wasn't a single mistake, it was poor refereeing throughout the match. I don't believe in match ranking, but poor refereeing needs to be addressed. Yeah, Rushabh, where do we start? Poor refereeing. Where do we start? We start in the Premier League, we start in the Bundesliga, we start in La Liga, we start in World Cups, we start at the Euros. Where do we start? Where do we stop? Right? I hope it was something like final minutes against Singapore with Sunil up front. I know that with Khalid style, that's only dreams, as Hannibal. Hey, would you like to see the win? Can't believe it. After Manoran's team match era, Gopal is Ray, the new Sunil Chetri, isn't he? My prediction for Singapore Bangladesh: one loss and one draw and out. Oh, okay. To be honest, this one when they played is worse team than Bangladesh just by this match comparison, says Blue. Chanktes still not reached to the level he was in 2023, says Paresh. Yeah, that's true. Gurpreet, forget the penalties. If you hear his in-game commands, you understand how important he is. Love him, man. Yeah, they were big blunder from Manolo to take him out. Now the Indian team unable to play even against 10 men. How this guy is in comment section justifying the win. Come on, ask them. We really need attacking masterclass Prime India, or else we won't win against Singapore. Only good thing is Gurpreet proved why he's important. Bulu, he's proved throughout the tournament that what he is. So why are you so demotivated? Siddhant, I've been speaking for over 3 hours. I am just from speaking tired, right? I'm still trying to take comments um, and trying to answer them. And having seen this, yeah, the fair that we're not playing well, it is all down to coach or our players quarter football. I believe it's both. We can't play possession-based football because of the lack of quality players. Stephen, possession-based football, you know, you know, don't mention, please do not mention possession-based football in a context of an Indian football team, please, because we cannot do it. Chante is coming to an age when Indian players touch their prime. Anibal, he still has, I think, 2-3 years to go. It's funny had Irfan converted his chances in the last two games, the games would have gone a different direction, different opinions about game and coach. Yeah, or it could have gone somewhere else, right? Opinion on Irfan, they were still not a finished product. And that is the problem. And that is where you saw in this tournament, there are minimal inputs from the coach for him to try and work on the things. He did the same mistakes over and over again. That is, I think, the most important thing. We don't, these players move abroad at least for practice, says, why don't? Yeah, Raj, good question. 5-6 players and we all sorted against Singapore, says that, no way. All the conspiracy happens in football because football is the most popular competitive sport and it's incredibly low scoring. On top of that, refereeing is a lot of the time highly subjective. It is not. Abhijit, I think that is the up to the last point, I would agree with you, but highly subjective is a problem because the referees try to be objective and the referees make mistakes. And we're not willing to accept that. When India wins, results matters. When India loses, then referee decisions are focused. Roshan, good summary. We had crash course given by Karan Chawla every match, if not possible physical, then he would teach via Zoom call. Okay, to be honest, I saw some tactics, but ego was, yeah, even under Manolo. This CAFA result we use we have to cover up their core issues. Exactly. That's the whole problem. Bangladesh, Singapore, Hong Kong, start counting your days. We are coming, says Prashant. Oh, God. Ashish Negi claims we was asked to be left out by Mohun Bagan lobby in AIFF and they wanted Vishal to be in the badly. But now I regret doubting him. Oh, Rosha, please don't come with these conspiracy theories. You guys are making it even worse, right? As if Indian football doesn't have enough problems, right? No one today will talk about that Danish Farooq played 115 minutes, and there were 115 minutes too many. That is a topic of conversation. Our tactics are terrible, but hey, we won it, so we forget it. Let my man Irfan reach his 30s, says Hannibal. Now no one is crying for OPS. Yeah, Prasenjit, and that's the problem. Why didn't Jackson start in any of these matches, Tom? Good question. I don't know. I was scared to even play against Maldives like this, says Blue. Ifan, become just wait and watch. Okay, but Oman was so. Was there? No, it wasn't there. It was not their A side. People demanding India should be moved permanent to CAFA. Oh God. I always thought Irfan is a random Sunil. Whenever I saw him, he did better as he did create some good chances in us, and of course he had a foreigner with him. But you have Sunil right. Yeah. For some reason, I feel Khalid in first was being criticized heavily. There could be reasons for that. One being that he gave us that hope, or just what the time AF is going through. No, Mehul. Yeah, it is the quality of the coach. I'm not defending Khalid, but Khalid is this the question? If you take him or not, it's your decision. You cannot change Khalid. Yeah, Bishop, that's true. Dada, why poor refereeing seeing Qatar match more often than when they play in Qatar? Sorry, I don't know. Was the referee poor? There were two decisions which went against us. The other ones, I don't know. Who does he replace Danish? Kundan, anyone can replace him. He's not India material. It's only now we're seeing intentional, unintentional handballs. Fazat too, because of core football needs to move on. It's too idealistic. Okay. But now why Indian players bloom after 30s and a doping check will happen in this match also. Doping will happen, yes. You'll have your, because Kumar, they mature later in their football career. I agree, India cannot play any style of football with quality of players. What we have is the style. We saw these three games: defense well and prey on set pieces. Yeah, but concern still that we draw against Afghanistan. We have to attack against weaker teams that we still lack. Prasenjit, we lack everything. What did we see in this tournament? We finished third, and now people will justify things, right? But I don't know. It's not sparing. That's what Ajay said in his video about Moholo pushing the players to be national team. Rushabh, that is conspiracy because you're believing someone that is saying. Can you prove it? You are spreading a conspiracy because you're bringing to my channel to something that someone else has said. Can he prove it? Can you prove it? It is exactly what you guys are saying. You're just proving the point. Guys, you can't be so nonchalant about these things and just spread things. Oh, he has said it. What did Marcus do with this whole Xavi story? Right? Question everything that everybody says, even question what I say. Because it's been said, you believe the stuff. Some high players play like they're roaming in gardens, says Raj. One thing, the Oman were equal with Uzbek in that game and they played in World Cups for the next one, so it's kind of good result. Yeah, but did they play like they played against Uzbekistan? That's the question, right? Something after Iraq match, they were good in that match. How do you explain that decline that too very sudden? Kundan, we played a friendly tournament, a good match against Iraq, where right. Look at Iraq playing against us, and look at Iraq playing the Asian Cup the next year. Good evening, Simon. Good win, yes, but scoring against a low block is very big concern. Who's better, according to Khalid or Noshat? Noshat. India better than Tajikistan. No way, says Raj. And I was selling some Khalid text and think at least I'm seeing some optimism now. Your thoughts? I don't know where, again, optimism is good to have, but if you are covering up for your own shortcomings, then it's a problem. I don't think we'll make it so easy. It will for sure for Rivers in Hong Kong. At Hong Kong, says Simon. No more competitive matches now. Khalid isn't the best to have run out of international with his playing style, not going to work against low block teams. How should he prepare for the qualifiers? Avijit is not going to change. And with this result, he will say, oh, you know what, my system worked. That's your problem. Also, isn't age for one of the aspects of players wearing off in the 30s? Some players might be registered 1 2 years younger. Yeah, might be. Iran is decline after this World Cup. Uzbekistan will decline. Qatar is declining. They're still not prepared to take their place. Okay, why is Uzbekistan declining? Uzbekistan is just starting off. Horrible gameplay, everyone, especially in last 10 minutes. India look better. Yeah. Was Oman? I'm just so tired. How many main players missing? 6, 7. Should Naushad get chances? No. We need to talk about national team over clubs. Let the coach have all the players staff. Then we talk about coaches starting 11 player. We don't see what happens in training ground prior to the match. Yeah. That's why if India loses, we're angry. If India wins, either with bad gameplay, at least we're happy. We need immediate results. Gameplay was worse, but results matters. This team is not bringing results. Oh God. But don't you think that Steve Monson tactics and Khalid Jimmy tactics are almost similar because we don't play with the ball in Steven era when we tried to play ball, we failed? No, Mehul. There was at least some gameplay and cohesion, right? If we qualify Asian Cup 2020, then it's pure luck with 0.001% chance. Yeah, Kumar. Did Udanta redeem himself? Yeah, which he did. I think both Qatar and Bahrain were overaged. Okay, Prasanjit, if you're saying Bahrain and Qatar are overaged, what do you say about our team? This is a funny one, right? You're making allegations against others and you don't look at yourself. That is your first, you know, I think the playing style focus on Noida is a positive of frame, I presume, but the playing style which is not good and may not work in the long run. Yeah. It's still unclear whether they will travel to Bangladesh in November. No. Was it ever unclear? Tata, your thoughts on Sanan, Suhail, and Paramveer also quite there from East Bengal. Vishwajit, Suhail, did we remember, you know, Sanan needs to work on a lot. Paramveer arm up too often in that game, and Guite not there. Anand Ashwin himself told many times to bring Vishal K. Is he saying he's also in the Mohun Bagan Supergiant lobby or something? I'm missing the spread at quota allegations, Udanta from Goa quota. Yeah, again, this is the problem is where we are in Indian football. We are picking and choosing and trying to figure out, where, and again, on one side, I'm happy we won, but on the other side, um, I saw what I saw, and that can't be taken away, right? So yeah, so that's the point. Dada, our team did not look like an overage team. Of course, you cannot determine it by just looking at face, but they were facing Qatar teams look way older. Palash, and that's the point. You just answered your own question and my observation. So yeah, can we see some room in the Apu and Suresh in midfield, Mahesh and Brandon as Cam? Simon Mahesh has been very disappointing as a central attacking midfielder. Apuya, yes, surely. Brandon, if he comes back, I thought Chante, the longer the match lasts, the better he got into those, and they put into the center, he did better. So let's see. All the H teams winner must be discovered if for H test happens. If Khalid sticks to this kind of pragmatic gameplay, then don't you think they should go to Italy and learn some gegen pressing? What pragmatic gameplay? Did I miss something? This is no pragmatic gameplay. This is hope and wish. Are there any positives apart from the wins? Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. I think Gurpreet coming back as India number one is, I think, the biggest positive of them all. And, you know, and so this is the biggest. If there are learnings, um, if we're learning what we did wrong, then it's good. Because my concern is finishing third now. Are we going to introspect? Are we going to be accountable for what we played in the last two games? No, right? Oman field experienced players. I checked their squad. 7, 8 players at least played in today's 11. Have played at least 30 games. They didn't have too many inexperienced players like Iran. Rushabh, that's a different thing, but they're not starting 11 players. I think we played better than Afghanistan, though. Afghanistan was horrible. No, Defu, come on. Afghanistan was worse than us? Then please watch my watch along and see my reactions. Right? Whatever the wins, Dada is not happy. No, Shumit, I'm not happy because we're not going to realize what our problems are. We are glossing over the problems that we face. And then we're not going to move forward. And that is my concern. I look at what we need to do, and we're not doing that. Right? I said that also with the SAF championship in 2023, when everybody was celebrating the triple triumph of tournaments. And I saw the matches against Lebanon and Kuwait live, 90 minutes of live football at the Kandirava. And it was visible. But hey, maybe I saw it myself. Comment on H4 from Indian side is like criminal pointing to others that he's criminal. Kumar, that's the problem, right? The referees are to blame. Oh, the opponents are overage. Oh, they did this and that. Again, there is no feeling. And this is the real problem. Tomorrow, Goa versus Mohan. Yes, Mahesh lacks physicality and falls to offenses. Hannibal. I'm fine with that lack of physicality, Hannibal. I would be fine if he's able to play the passes and get the ball around. Which wing paw work in assistant seems to be working, but what about the other? I don't think I would play Changte on the wing. It depends on the players, but he might be an option in the middle also. But if he's on the wing on the other side, yeah, it's most probably Ashik because I need legs. Oh God, Twitter that we are the third best team, CAFA and SAF combined. I mean, no words. We still rely on a goalkeeper. That's all still a slight point of concern. So Simon, the goalkeeper being your mom in all matches is a big worry. Any updates on Jingan? Rhythm operation done, and he will take a few weeks to recover. Go for third place, CAFA. Manmohan, I have no clue. I still think this is the best idea with our current team. Manolo and he going to try it and didn't succeed. Togo, we didn't have a strategy. If that's the strategy, okay. No, I mean, performance against Afghanistan. We were terrible against Afghanistan. If Indian team do game person in first 15 minutes, stamina of Indian teams all after only walking, falling on the pitch. In offer matches, our opponents were better than us, period. Yeah. Khalid is trending on X now. Right. Welcome. Believe or not, Afghanistan players are the same level as Indian players. Some of the players are even more technically good. Yeah. And some of them are fourth tier, fifth tier players, fourth tier players, sorry, not fifth tier, fourth tier players in Norway, right? Just to give you a reality check. Once playing football, we are playing Kung Fu with the ball. Wins are as important as inspiration. Our problem is that it could only get worse. Yeah. This kind of CAFA win will create a similar bubble as SAF 2020. They will burst in Asian Cup World Cup. Yeah. I think you guys are prejudiced against Khalid. I'm not a fan of him, but for me, this game was decent and this was a preparation turn for him, which is supposed to have. This game was decent. I don't have a prejudice. Rushabh, there might be other people who have a prejudice, right? But I know the guy for long enough and know what comes around. But hey, if you're fine with this, please take it. Again, we are not the best. We are not the best. We are not anywhere near anything best. But if you want to take this, yeah, take it. You can expect better results with 10 days. Shumit, there is always, oh, I didn't have this, I didn't. Listen, this is a problem around the world. International football is built on that. Considering the squad selection, coach appointment, non-expected win on paper, this is okay, still a long way to go. Again, that is the problem on paper. Because you will not, what this result does now, there will be no introspection because we did something. So, yeah, live with it. God, these tweets so much false hopes and conspiracy. Latest on AIFF made not to release players. For me, Roshan is way better than Oais, but he suits in Candid Football. Your thoughts on this? Bishwajit, I thought the minutes that Roshan played, Roshan looked shaky in the first few minutes, but the longer the match lasted, I thought Roshan was better than Oais because he was also trying to do something attacking. You think when Havas would have been playing beautiful football, no, he would have still struggled with this team. Rishabh, it's not about beautiful football. There is no structure in this team. There is hope. What I say about Indian football in general, this is about hope. Play the ball forward and hope someone does something with it. That is not football. Habas would have given this team structure, and Habas most probably would have found means and ways that this team, as good as bad as it is, um, yeah, that we need time. Is Mohamed Sir worth promoting to senior squad in future? Should group members start making? Manmohan, give him please the time to develop. The boy has done well, you know. So therefore, yeah, I think the didn't play against us with their real strength. I don't even get they lost it against us, but drawed against Iran. They played against us with the mindset of practice match. Maybe. I meant our performance was much worse than. Acha, okay, sorry. I was it much worse against? Yeah, reels and edits of Khalid coming up. Yeah, and I remember hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Yeah. In Qatar match, Mbappe should have got second yellow card before that penalty zone. He's done multiple mistakes before that, says Kumar. No prejudices, nothing, just plain factors. I was talking to my Afghani friend and he was shocked to see Indian YouTubers saying Afghani players are of bad quality in compared to Indian players. Khalid is worst title coach in the last 10 years, maybe. So we get results in the one, help India in FIFA rankings. Again, was Tajikistan an A international? Then yes, Oman will be a draw, Bishwajit. Until the problem is not rectified, will remain. Yes, wins are a positive, but rectifying it is also important. Simon, that is the most important thing that you're saying. If I don't rectify my mistakes, I will not be able to move forward. I think we're too pessimistic about a new coach and the new set of players which are going to come. We should not be this critical against them. Let them adjust and believe in them. No, if you want to believe in them, please. I have seen enough of Indian teams um, in the last 25 years and from close quarters, not as a fan, but someone who's been around, worked, lived, worked, been in the dressing room. So therefore, I am being realistic. All are going gaga over when no one will remember Afghanistan performance and will get washed away in third place position. Yeah. Having hopes to go but living in the road, that's problem exactly. Difference between Stephen and Khalid. Stephen at least had a plan. Did not consider it was the same approach. No, Ankit. Again, Stephen had a defensive approach. Yes, I agree. But Stephen had an idea and a plan, and that is something which is there. Thanks, Stephen, for the 200 rupees. One thing I noticed that I have a chance to break on counter, they hold to the ball a bit longer, lose the ball, or the player who was open gets covered, or they play a back pass, Stephen, right? So that's very, very important to remember. Where were we? Let him enjoy it for now. We'll criticize him when he fails, says Vicky La. My God, just saw a post saying Khalid outclassed World Cup coach Carlos Quiroz. Yeah. We're going to get results with long throw-ins. I'd take it either way. We haven't scored goals from overplay. Either it's set pieces or crap goals. Okay. Let's wait for Singapore matches to be clear. Let's hope for something. That's what we can do always, but don't think it will be good logically speaking, says Blue. Qualifiers match will shift all the fans jump from one bandwagon to another bandwagon. So it will be thrown away by random Nepali defenders it plays for main teams as Hannibal. Abritsu needs to perform in ISL if it ever starts first the national team. Dana, I know your standards are super high and our team wouldn't satisfy you, but do you think this team can play with the strategy like them to play with? Yes, Turbo. I think we can play a different kind of football, but this is at the moment is too defensive in my opinion. In my opinion, there are means and ways. You know, today we draw on all our writing ranks of teams. Everyone forget about ranks when we draw against Afghanistan. And that's the point, right? Who cares what happened yesterday? Our players don't have quality, so always blame on coach will not help us. Rhythm, our players are not the best in the world, but they're not as bad as they've been made. They think Khalid will give this team any structure, or Manish Khalid will at least guide Khalid. Nah. Are you not happy with the result today? It seems. Suraj, if I see the way and I'm watching a game and I have to talk, uh, you know, uh, then if you see the reactions already, then you know we're not going to learn the lessons. And then this will be sold as a huge success. And we will forget. Again, introspection doesn't happen. Introspection happens when you lose. And a friend of mine who's a coach once said, sometimes it's better not to lose 1-0, but it's better to lose 4-5-0 because then you will be forced to do an introspection. So that's the thing. Thus, Khalid has done rectification. Oh. Only third best team in CAFA is fancying. No, we're not. Uzbekistan dominating now, but score is 0-0. My opinion, Steven used discipline structure defending where we defended. As a unit, moved up and down, used mainly counters, but we gradually improved our long ball accuracy. And we started playing football, you know. So therefore that's it. Right, guys? 2 hours, 28 minutes. Right truth. I could go on. I see so many comments today, but I need to get back to work as well, get some work done. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, on one side, very happy that we finished third in the CAFA Nations Cup. But my concern remains, do we take the lessons? You know? So that is one thing which is very, very important. Does the coach also learn that there are certain players who can be or should be? Again, today's lesson, Lalinzwala Chankte needs to start for India. I think that's a very important lesson. That the experienced players are your ones who are going to make a difference. Udanta. Gurpreet was our best player overall in this tournament. Anwar had a good tournament. Rahul Beke overall had a good tournament. Sandesh, as long as he played. Valpuya did well. So that those are some of the positives. And some other players, yeah, will be interesting to see if they're going to be called up. Danish Farouk, sorry, doesn't work for me. Mahesh has been a big disappointment, because I wanted Mahesh to come in and try and play as a number 10. Irfan Yarwad has a long, long way to go. At the moment, he's not good enough to be Indian number 9. So that's also proven. And yeah, a lot of work to be done. Jitin also, difficult. And for that, the CAFA was good. And let's see if they take the lessons or if they are blinded. And again, Khalid Jamil doesn't have a plan B. That is proven. And let's see where we go. Right. Ending this live for today. I'll be back very soon. Always like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. We crossed the 2,900 mark, so closing in on the 3,000 mark. And lots of work remains for Indian football to grow, but let's see what happens. Thanks, and I'll speak to you very soon.